Hello everyone, my name is Liz. I hope you're all doing great and I hope you're all safe, most especially during the severe weather condition that we are currently experiencing. To parents and students, I hope you're all safe and to everyone out there. And if you're one of my students in media and information literacy, well, I am glad that you're here or you're watching my videos because this is very important and this will be the next topic in MIL. Or probably if you're not one of my students, then you're one of my friends, one of my supporters, or probably you're one of the tech enthusiasts who are also curious to know more about. So if you happen to learn something out of this video or my content even in the past, and I will be glad to know if you can drop me a comment or ask me some questions that you are curious to find out answers for it. All right, today's video is more like discovering what's going on underneath the hood of social media platforms, websites, or any sites or apps that we are accessing via internet using internet-able device, either using computer, laptop, cell phone, gadgets that can access internet. So if you're one of the curious fellas out there who have been wondering is it how is that possible that every time we scroll on our social media feed, it feels like what we are seeing are actually the things that we like to see or we like to watch. So it seems like it can read our thoughts, our minds, or our it can give us the things that we're thinking to watch. So how is it even possible? Is it some kind of a magic thing, a fortune teller thing that it can read our thoughts by just facing the cell phone's camera or screen? Well, you will get to find out later on. Or probably you're also asking why some posts go viral, although not every post that goes viral were actually legit news. But why is it that it go viral or some news or some posts go viral while news or factual based posts remains buried? Well, to answer your question, this video is for you. I created this video out of love for teaching and of course my students, so I can reach students in and outside of the classrooms. So I hope you will learn something about the topic that I'm mentioning here or that I will be discussing here. There are some terminologies refers to technical terms, but I will decipher that in the simplest means and terms that I'm pretty sure you can understand. So let's start with the term algorithmic gatekeeping. Literally, gatekeeping, just like a gatekeeper that guards our door or gates of every houses. So algorithmic gatekeeping is like the watchdog of every site, computer, of every software or website that the user interacts with. So there is what we call a set of instructions for the computer to understand what the user wants to ask or what the user wants to get out of the text they type or the command they type. We have learned in the past that algorithms is a set of instructions for a machine to follow what the user asks. The ones interacting the website, we call ourselves as the user. Okay, so it's like thinking that you have a robot, physical robot, and you're giving a set of instructions to a robot on how to make a peanut butter jelly sandwich. You have to explicitly mention each instructions step by step. Because remember, robots are not humans. They're not rational beings. They cannot assume what you're thinking or they cannot think in advance that you prefer that kind of taste, you prefer more peanut butter over a sandwich compared to jelly, or you don't like the too much jelly on the sandwich. So you have to provide specific and clear instructions or step by step in a computer or behind every social media platforms and websites. There are also a bunch of underlying codes, just like in Minecraft. That's why it can interact with the user every time you log in and play with the game or played along with the players online, because there are set of instructions that interacts with you, although we don't even see it, right? So algorithms decides what shows up in our feed, not randomly, but based on what they think will keep you scrolling. So that means your worldview is being shaped by the codes you can't even see, or we can't even see. It's not neutral, it's curated. And often it keeps feeding you more of the same content that you like, because engagement equals profit for these tech developers. That brings us to the second terminology, which we will be calling as attention economy. Here in attention economy, your time is the product and the companies are competing for every second of it. That's why shocking headlines, viral videos, and emotional content always rise to the top. And that's also the reason why misinformation spread faster than the truth. Truth takes time to be understood, while emotion is instant. And there is what we call the post truth era. In the post truth media landscape, what feels true often replaces what is true. I will repeat it once more. What feels true often replaces what is true. Opinions are treated like facts, and when emotion drives engagement, facts can easily fall behind. So, this is the time wherein critical thinking becomes more important than ever. And another one is a curious question: who's watching you? When you're accessing a site or social media platform, who's your stalker behind? I meant in technical terms, right? So let's not forget another term, what we call as surveillance capitalism. When what it does, it is actually a system that understands our behavior online, because our behavior online is being tracked, analyzed, and sold. Yes, every click, every post, every share tells a story about us. And that story becomes data, and that data shapes our feed, our social media ads, and even our beliefs. So, in media and information literacy, it's just like a call to awareness, because it can give us the tools to question, decode, and resist manipulation. So it's not just being a media literate individual or information or technology literate individual doesn't always mean that being familiar with all of the latest gadgets and forms of media we are interacting with nowadays, or that we know how to use it some sort. It's more like understanding it. You can classify the media types, you know how to access different types of softwares, tools, or apps that you have on your phone, that you downloaded on your device or gadget, but you also know how it works and you understand how it behaves online. Or in this course in media and information literacy, I really love this subject or discipline. It's because this is me. I'm one of the tech enthusiasts, although I'm not consider myself as a genius some sort, or like a programmer of some sort. So I'm just a teacher, but I really love exploring it, and I am happy. I'm very kind of feeling of being what do you call this? How do I explain that? Yung self rewarding, kumbaga, every time you can share what you have in mind, because there are people who can easily gain knowledge out of the course that they're learning or they are studying, but they are having a hard time how to relay that with others. So that comes the role of being a teacher. So I love sharing it with you guys. So in this course, for my students, you won't just scroll, you will think, and you will start asking why. I love students who are asking because that means you're listening. Your mind is working, so you are developing your critical thinking skills. And you will learn how to take back control. So I'm inviting you, let's decode the digital world together. Thank you for tuning in and for watching this video. I hope you are curious to know more about our lesson, and see you next time. Thank you for watching. Bye.